episode 2 of the BizFit Theory. Although it's the third time we're recording this today because of technical difficulties. But that's the definition of not quitting, right? The BizFit Theory is not quitting, so it's the third time today. We've been putting in a long day today. I'm here with my good friend Atem.
What's up, man?
We are in Atlanta, Georgia, talking about this one for like the past year now. Trying to get this thing done.
Man, long time.
So it's awesome, man. Him and I met on social media a year ago, believe it or not, in an Amazon group on Facebook, out of all things.
Amazon FBA Ninjas.
Amazon FBA. He messaged me. You shot me a message.
Yeah.
What was that all about? You just messaged me because I posted something.
Sent you a message. You posted about a minute ago.
Yeah.
Asking you a question about retail arbitrage, like wholesaling, and basically you said, at the moment I make about $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and I was like, send a DM instantly. So, and then you just replied, seemed genuine, you know what I mean? And yeah.
I hope so. We got the coffee rolling again. Got to stay on the coffee grind.
Need it.
So yeah, we met like a year ago online, and we've been speaking to each other like ever since through through text, whatever.
First phone call.
Serious. Oh man, the next day actually, after he sent that message over, we had a little brief exchange. The next day we had like a 3-hour phone call just going back and forth.
Insane.
And I was like, man, you could really see the passion and see like, because you don't know through text, you know.
You can never.
You
tell.
don't really know, but I mean, going through and talking to him in person, now in person, but also on the phone at the time, was just like, man, this guy's like another version of me, and like it's so cool to surround yourself with people like that.
100%.
You know, this whole year we've been talking about getting this meetup done.
I know.
Finally out here.
Hey, and just the events of this particular video.
Oh, I know.
Like, the hustle is serious.
He's one of the guys that inspired me to do this whole podcast, and so that's a big reason on why this thing has even started, and that's why I wanted him and Mason to be one of the first 2 people to be on here with me in person.
Appreciate it.
So, you're getting really big into the YouTube game now. This past year, I know that you're doing the whole plant-based and vegan diet, trying to build muscle. So,
right.
I have a lot of respect for that. He's doing something that exactly embodies what the BizFit Theory is. It's proven that it is possible to do something. So why don't you explain basically what your channel's all about, what your goals are, and what you're trying to accomplish?
Oh, well, essentially, I've had about a year, 2 years of like training experience in the gym. So my channel is mainly based on trying to document my whole process of building muscle, plant-based, from scratch, starting from zero. You know what I mean? Because I don't have an impressive physique at the moment, but being able to build it and document the whole process. And the same thing with my Instagram. I try to post like daily workouts on my story, post nutritional information, just anything that could help anybody who's trying to do the same thing, so to speak, in their life as well. Right.
And I have a lot of respect for what he does. He's documenting the whole thing from the beginning, like, not just going through and then posting the end result and saying, here's what I did. You're actually showing people like it's possible, and I'm going to take it a step further and show you how to do it, because I'm going to document myself. That's brave, man. That's brave to do that.
Right.
Seriously, very cool.
I appreciate it, man.
We were talking a lot about like how your image is portrayed on social media, the way that the attention is drawn, and then that comes from Instagram, comes from YouTube, whatever. I know you were laughing at the way I showed up yesterday. I arrived in a suit yesterday, and he was laughing.
Look, if you didn't see BizFitAleks' story on Instagram, all right, this man rocked up with a full-blown suit, literally. Had a Hermes belt under. You probably didn't see it, but I saw it when he pulled up. Ridiculous suit, and I was like, damn, this guy's pulling up to my house in a damn suit. Like, what is going on? But like, I was like, I've never done that before. Like, this guy's on another level, basically.
I'll tell you what, it's not another level, man. I try to perfect the small things, the little things that people notice. And one reason why I always travel with a suit on is an interesting story. A few years back, I had a suit on, and I got bumped to business class like for no reason. And I'm like, man, like maybe they thought I'm traveling for business or whatever, So going forward from then on, it's like every time I travel, put the suit on, put something nice on,
Right.
And I can't tell you how much respect you garner from other people, especially like older folks, because when you think about traveling, right, most of the time people are traveling for business. A lot of it's leisure too, but usually, it's older business owners traveling to do different things. I travel to you here for business.
Right.
And so they see a young man dressed in a suit, and they're wondering, why is he dressed in a suit? What is he doing? And that sparks a conversation like that. And I've been able to, get a lot of contacts through that way. And it's been a method that works for me. And you
definitely-
feel good, man.
You feel good, and you definitely look more mature. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You don't look like you just look more mature.
Like I said, you
more
have the
serious.
advantage being young. You know, whether you're a young guy, girl, whatever. You appear to be like more mature. You appear to be very professional, and you don't see that very often at our age. You know,
you don't. I mean, I haven't been doing that. Like, I haven't been presenting myself in that way, and that was something that literally, like, I didn't expect. You know what I mean? But the reasoning behind it is just something that I know I have to implement. Like, I'm literally traveling back to Australia on Tuesday, and I'm absolutely gutted because I don't have a suit that I'm gonna take to the airport. Like, that could be a whole 14-hour flight that I could get in business class if I just wore a damn suit.
Or just a contact.
You know what I mean?
Whatever, you know. The thing is, you know, it sucks. It's unfortunate, but people do judge a book by its cover nowadays. And everything is portrayed differently to different people. The first thing that somebody knows about you is the way you look, right? Before you even open your mouth, they have a perception about you just by seeing you.
Right.
Like if you're at a restaurant, you're at a club, bar, and you see a girl you like, whatever, or she sees you, whatever.
Right.
It's all physical attraction,
100%,
right?
100%.
Before you
100%.
ever talk to each other, you already have an image in your head, and already have this theory of what they're gonna be like just based on what they are wearing, how their hair looks. My mom says I'm a girl when I'm in the bathroom. I make sure you guys didn't see the hair before this. I was going crazy, but making sure that everything looks right. Because even like this, we're on camera right now. We're talking to people that we don't even know.
Right.
And it literally takes a millisecond for somebody to either be engaged or disengaged. And in my line of business, I run a media company, so I'm doing ads. I mean, man, it is crazy how fast people scroll through. Right. In order to break through that clutter, you got to have something sharp.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch my girl on Instagram going through shopping, and I'm trying to see like what is she clicking on, what is she looking at, and then I study those things. And it's funny, man. Like usually it's things that are a little bit more, and have a little more flair, a little more pop.
It's crazy, and that's the last thing that we usually pay attention to when we're trying to create content, is that first second.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But that's like the most important.
It's the most important. We always spend so much attention on every other little detail of that very first second, literally.
One thing that I've been trying to do a lot more like this year, and it's been working out a lot better for me, is to just do it. It sounds stupid, but like just do it.
Right.
Much overthinking sometimes. It's literally like if you just show the passion and you just kind of go out and do it, man.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you look your best. And if you look your best and you look the part, man.
I know you immediately get the benefit of the doubt if you look the part.
Exactly. Like if you're walking up to somebody and you look like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're gonna be more inclined to like listen to you, and maybe you might not even know fully what you're talking about, but they're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
If you don't look the part, you kind of got to make up for it now, and you're still gonna have to work a little bit harder than the other guy.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. I definitely agree with that statement as well. I mean, like, of course, it all depends at the end of the day of what value that you have.
Definitely.
What you can bring to the table. However, just that first millisecond can change a business owner deciding to talk to you instead of the other person next to you. You know, and that can make all the difference.
Right.
Like, a lot of people, it only takes just one opportunity for you to change your whole life. You know what I mean? So that very first perception is just so important.
Definitely
because that's going to carry on.
Yeah. Going on perception and just physical appearance and things of that nature. I know one thing that you and I really talk about a lot is just influence of others. Yeah. The way you appear is your own influence, but the influence of others also has a lot to do with you. And I know you say you get heated when people mess up your day. People get interviewed.
Yeah, no, honestly, I could talk about that like all day long. Like, listen, the amount of times that we've redone this, I could still talk about it on and on. Yep. Like, how can I really say it the best way possible? Like, the influence that you have or that somebody has on you, even in 10 minutes of your day on a consistent basis, is going to actually make a difference in who you are. Like,
of course,
if the person you sit next to in class literally is negative every single day, and you're in that class with them for 60 minutes, an hour every single day, that is going to translate. It's going to rub off onto you. If you live with a roommate who literally is messy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As no matter how clean you try to be, there's always going to be that thought, the lingering thought in the back of your head to actually copy what they're doing.
What you're surrounded by, of course.
What you're surrounded by is just so key.
I think energy is a big thing. It's
absolutely.
It's something that you and I really believe in because
100%.
You know, I think as creators like you and I, we're more inclined to, we can kind of see something that's not there. You can feel it.
Yeah.
A lot of people need to see it to believe it. We can kind of
yeah.
feel that. And I really do believe that negative energy and positive energy really do have an impact on what you do.
Massive.
I mean,
massive.
Like if we're working out and I'm, being all mopey and my energy's down, your energy's going to be down, vice versa.
100%.
But if I'm pumped up and I'm like, come on, man, you got to go. You got to get it. Let's go.
I'll tell you one thing, like in terms of gym and working out.
Yeah.
I think it is honestly more mental than anything.
Oh, yeah.
The physical changes come as a reward, as a result. The life that you live, the way that you work out is going to show in your physique. You know what I mean? It's going to show in your mental health, your mental stability, etc., etc.
Yeah.
The workout partner that you have is going to absolutely, I don't feel like it's necessary to have a workout partner every day.
Right.
Or to go to the gym with somebody. However, I think it's absolutely important to have somebody who is going to push you past your limit on those days where you don't believe that you can go past it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's been several days where I haven't, like in the past, I'd say this past year, I probably had the most consistent year that I've ever had, going and working out, and not just working out, but going and working out with a specific goal and a specific plan.
Every day.
Like paying attention to detail to all my sessions. Like the days where I decide, okay, this day I'm going with a partner, that partner that's going to come with me, it's almost their responsibility to make sure that I go past my boundaries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is an absolute massive difference. That energy carries on into other parts and other areas of your life as well.
It's everything.
You know what I mean? Like the
way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
The way you get pushed past your boundaries in that session is going to carry on. You look at your friends, you look at the people that you love most, and you think, they don't believe that they can do something, I'm going to push them past it.
Right.
And they can't see it right now. Maybe they can't see that they're going to, push past their limit, but I'm going to be with them to show them they have more in them. And that's going to change whatever they're doing, whatever they're encountering, that's going to change their perception on it in the long run.
Yeah.
Literally.
Definitely. The people that you surround yourself with has, a huge impact on you.
Massive impact.
You are the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, right? And I truly believe that.
100%.
I try to definitely surround myself with great people. I'm blessed to say that I have great people in my life. And, I think one thing that I stopped doing a long time ago, and it's really worked to my benefit, was I just stopped listening to the noise from the outside world. And, the whole, kill them with kindness thing. It's that thing. When you don't give people the time of day, man, that's what a lot of people look for when they're trying to bring you down.
I think this is something that probably you'd understand as well. It's when you actually spend more time and energy trying to give to your friends, trying to uplift them, you end up kind of draining yourself.
You forget.
You forget about you and you start to drain your own energy, and you start to feel negative because all this effort that you're putting into other people, it's almost like you're trying to push them with an expectation of seeing them improve.
Right.
But you think that if you spend more time and energy towards yourself, trying to build yourself and grow yourself, they're going to take it in a negative way. It almost never happens that way. Right. In fact, when you see somebody that's literally giving, when you see somebody who's so focused, if somebody asks you hey, I want to come to the gym with you, I'm going at 6, you show up at 5:50, or I'm going to start. Right. They're going to take you more serious. He's not joking around with his sessions.
And when I'm doing things going to work out, or when I'm working, when I'm doing business stuff, I want to be zoned in. I don't like people to bother me. It's not even bother me, but just don't change my plans.
Exactly.
I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Because when I have a specific goal in mind, it doesn't even need to be big. It's like you said, even 10 minutes. Moving things around, it just changes up your whole day.
100%.
I mean, that could set you back a lot.
A
really.
lot, yeah. Do you want me to check the camera?
not. You can look in the mirror. You can see it's still rolling.
Oh, you smart guy. So I respect it.
We'll just leave this in here too because we had way too many cuts today. So
but yeah, go.
Yeah, the camera is still rolling. We have a mirror in the back, so I can see it this time. But anyway,
that's the lessons we've learned.
We were dropping bombs today. Like seriously, like we had some great content put out today. So doing this the third time, I think that is a big one too. It's like we didn't give up today. We could have just said screw
honestly,
and just to keep going. One thing, it really does embody who we are and what we do because 100%. You and I are two guys that we provide value to each other in a different way. But it's equal value. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad
you give me advice on so many things, and I give you advice on so many things.
I'm so glad
and it's so congruent. But we have the same goals at the end of the day, the same principles. The main factors that go into what we do. It's like just things like this, just like not giving up. And we're on the same mission. I mean, you're on a mission to show people that you can be plant-based, you can be vegan, and you can still build muscle because I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it, right? My mission is you can be successful in business and fitness. Everyone told me, like, you got to pick a niche. You got to go with one or the other. And for a while, I'm like, oh, I guess I do, right? And I'm sitting here going, if I go all fitness, I know I'm leaving so much business behind. If I go all business, like, there's so much in the fitness world that I still love. I have a passion for both.
Exactly.
And I said, why can't I just do both? I'll create my own niche. My niche is BizFit, and that's where the name BizFitAleks comes from. I want to be the guy that creates a new niche, and I want to be the best one to ever do it. The one who created it from scratch, from nothing, from zero.
I totally agree with you. I was told by, there was another trainer on Instagram, actually. Oh, yeah. He followed my page. I liked some of his content, and I actually gave him positive energy. I'm like, dude, like, I love your page. Your content is great.
Yeah.
And the first response that I got from him is, why are you vegan? And I was
really?
I swear. He said, why are you vegan? And I was like, okay. Already at that point, I was like, this conversation is kind of weird.
Yeah.
First of all, he didn't even say thank you or anything like that.
Right.
Which he doesn't have to, but he just, why are you vegan? And we didn't even get to that point. And fast forward in the conversation, he basically said he's never seen anybody that's been able to build muscle on a plant-based diet. He believes that it's completely it's a diet. It's not a lifestyle. And my best chance is steroids. He literally told me my best chance is steroids. Now, mind you, this is somebody who's had many years of experience with gym, body weight exercises. He's strong.
Yeah.
He's 30 years old. He has a great physique. But whatever limiting belief that he has, I have a choice whether or not I want to embody that same perspective, that same belief. And sometimes you just have to kind of back what you believe. Like, some people are going to tell you, that's a stupid idea. Stick with business or just stick with fitness. But everybody is going to believe it's a bad idea until you make it successful.
And what's tough too is you look at, if you're consulting, people who are successful in their field and they're telling you, to do it this way. It's hard to not listen. It's hard not to go that route. What we're doing is literally creating a whole new field, a whole new little industry.
Right.
In both of our own respective ways.
Yeah, right.
And so there is no blueprint. There's no map.
There's no real blueprint.
And it's tough, man. It's like you really got to figure it out your own way.
100%.
But I love that. I love the fact that when we accomplish what we want to accomplish with our brands right now, what we're going for, we create a platform to then do whatever we want, from there. You can branch out.
110%.
We talk about Elon Musk, right? The guy created PayPal.
Yeah. Was there a PayPal before that?
Exactly.
There really wasn't.
He creates one of the best payment processors in the world. He's now known as Elon Musk, the CEO of PayPal.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
He goes on to do SpaceX, Tesla, all that, right?
There wasn't an Amazon before Jeff Bezos.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There wasn't anything like Amazon. And how many people would have told him that's just an idea? It's
silly. If you go back and see, the pictures from 1997, I mean, it was literally like this. It was like a white background, and it's just him with a couple books.
It's
crazy
insane,
what things
right?
can stem from. And, when you tap into a new industry, a new market, you're going to have doubters at first, obviously. I've had them, you've had them, right? And we're going to continue to have them. The more we grow, the more we're going to have them, too.
Yes.
But with that comes a lot of supporters, people who are buying into the vision, seeing what you're doing. And I think so many people, you look at it and they go, wow, this guy's really like brave to go out and create his own kind of legacy and his own image.
100%. I believe the person who's going to be respected the most is the one who is able to endure that much hate.
Oh, yeah.
And still reach that end goal in front of everybody.
Right. You know, just the way that I don't want to be some any old average guy working an average job, whatever. Yeah. I also don't want to be just another social media influencer,
right. Another
fitness
guru.
guy, another business guy. I have the utmost respect for those guys. Those are the people who I've taken little bits and pieces from and developed myself from, you know, gaining knowledge from people in the fitness world, gaining knowledge from the business world, people like Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, you know. But I want to be Aleks. I want to be BizFitAleks. That's who I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be the next guy. I want to take that and carve it and make it myself. And so, you know, it's tough. It's definitely tough.
And you know, I definitely love that because I think that every individual has their own purpose.
They do.
You know, like not every.
Or you should.
You should. You definitely should have your own purpose. And some people aren't as lucky as us, for example, to really double down and try and find our own purpose at such a young age.
Right.
Like it's something that's not. People tell you your purpose will kind of just come to you, or you know what I mean. Just take this path, try and get to this stage in your life, and maybe you reach stability, or you're able to take care of yourself, and then go and figure out what your purpose is.
Right.
But it's never that urgent. Why do you live? Why are you alive? Why do you do what you do every single day?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be for your individual purpose. Everybody has their own purpose, and at a certain point, if you really believe that that's what is going to work for you, who's telling you you can't do it, right?
Go for it.
Like, people can say what they want, but they're essentially just trying to create your future for you by telling you that it's not possible. Right. If you really believe it, that's what your future, your big picture is, just go for it. No. Stumble, fail.
I mean, I think you should keep trying different things.
Until you get there, of course.
Try different
100%.
things until you find what you want to do.
100%.
Like, me personally, man, I'm quick to jump.
Yeah.
Like I said, I stopped adding time to decisions. It's like, we're doing it or we're not doing it right now. You know, I've been trying to really, really hone my skills in on that. And like, so what if it fails? I know. Try it for 2 weeks. I'll be sleeping in bed, man, or trying to sleep, and I'll be thinking. I mean, we were up till 4:30 in the morning last night, just spitting ideas back and forth,
literally nonstop.
Well, I'll be laying there, and I'll just think of something, and I'm like, how can I sell that? And I'll go and I'll do it.
Right.
And you know what? 2 weeks, if it fails, it's like whatever. I'll give you an example. I started a phone charging website, selling charger cables, right?
Right.
Now, my expertise is Facebook ads.
Yep.
Okay, so why I decided to do this, I don't know, because I saw a good profit margin, right?
Yep.
I made this website in 2 days. It's up, running, boom, done. It's called Tech Plugs, right?
Yep.
It's no longer available, but I made the website, started selling, and then I realized, how do I target somebody who wants a charger or who needs a charger? Like, that doesn't make sense, right? You don't know when someo's phone needs a charge.
Yeah.
Right, you don't know when someone's charger's wearing a turtleneck, right? He's dying.
Right.
Well, this is like...
Mine.
Well, there you go. I should have targeted you. This is like a few weeks ago, right before Black Friday, you know, my girlfriend and I were sitting there, and she's like, you know, she's doing her makeup, and she's got a beauty blender out, and she's like, you know, you could sell these probably and make a good money on them. And so I do some research on cosmetics, and I'm like, no way. Like, there's good profit margin here, and I know exactly who to target now. You know, you're targeting the female demographic, the younger female demographic, who are interested in beauty products, who are interested in, you know, the makeup industry, Kylie Cosmetics, Sephora, whatever it may be.
Right, but you wouldn't have figured that out if you didn't go through the phone charging idea.
You know how many people... I can live with saying the idea didn't work. Right. But you know what I can't live with is if I didn't do it and then you went ahead and did it and it
works for you. Yeah, I know.
And so
the most terrible
that
feeling.
I cannot live with. I cannot live with that regret, you know? So if it, like I said, if it fails, it fails, but try different things. Like, you're never going to know what your passion is until you tap into different
Literally,
areas.
You know, that's what I hate about what a lot of I'd say a lot of the older generation say, that you shouldn't dibble and dabble many places.
Right.
They say you shouldn't be trying many things. They don't want you to make mistakes, but how are you supposed to learn?
That's how you're gonna learn.
How are you supposed to figure out what is the right thing for you to do? Right. You know what I mean? It's like, if you try this one month and then you try this another, or you try this 6 months, you try this 6 months, it's bad. It's like you haven't found Well, I'm getting there, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to get there if I stick with something that I definitely know is not what I want to do.
One thing I love about what Gary Vee says, and you sent me this video before I came out here, he talks about just how you should try as many things as you can when you're young. I mean, if you're 20 years old, 22, 25, doesn't matter. You could literally do 10 different ventures, one every year. Nothing works. And you wake up and you're still 30, 32, 35, right? But now you have all that experience, all that knowledge, which you can now reapply.
Yeah.
I think a reason why in the whole cosmetic things, the whole cosmetic industry, why I have a little bit of background knowledge on, because we used to sell swimsuits.
Right.
So I know that female demographic. Some of those same principles are translated.
You apply it, right?
It's the same thing, man.
And even though that swimsuit venture didn't extend to where to now,
of course,
all of those lessons that you learned from that you apply now to make this new idea work 10 times faster.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why we sold the swimsuit company was because we couldn't get manufactured sizes for top and bottom, like different sizes. Right. Girls wanted, let's say a small top and a medium bottom, and we couldn't do that through our supplier.
Right.
And so sales were good, the marketing was fantastic, but it was, we can't provide the best service.
Right.
Sold the company. Now moving on to something different. I look back and I can say, okay, now I know. I understand what people want, what people need. That's like what my whole industry is.
It's the best feeling. Now I know.
Now I know.
What not to do. You know what I mean?
I think the reason why I went the route that I did now, starting a media company, doing what I'm doing now, is because I've seen so many different ventures and I know what doesn't work. It wasn't necessarily that I found what works. It was, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. I found something that did work for me, and then I decided to go ahead and replicate it and scale it. And that is exactly where I'm going with it. And so I think a lot of people, if you never try anything, how are you
supposed to know?
You told me earlier, in the previous recording that we were doing, we were talking about how, the reason why so many people are negative, because I said, I wake up every day, man, and I'm blessed. It's a beautiful day. Like, there's so much opportunity. There's so many things you can go out and do, right? But people wake up negative, and like you said it best, people wake up negative because they're going to a job every day that they hate. They're waking up groggy, like, oh, Monday, no.
Right.
Because they're going to that job they hate. They're going to see people who are also negative in their office that they hate, right? Being surrounded by all that. And so, of course, you're going to be negative.
100%.
Well, I think the reason why people do it is the stability of it. They're not willing to go ahead and take those risks.
That's what I call it, the safe zone.
And like you said, when you're young, you have the time, you have the freedom to go ahead and do that. When you get older, when you have a wife, kids, a house, you can't really dibble and dabble.
You don't have that freedom to dibble and dabble.
Exactly.
Like Gary Vee's video, he I honestly, watching those videos really helped me a lot. He literally said, right now was the perfect time. You're young, you're in your 20s. You have no kids, hopefully. You know what I mean? You don't have any baggage. The most that you could have is maybe debt, like college debt.
Yeah.
But you don't have any weight on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have weight that's weighing you down, slowing you down. Yeah. To go and try something for 6 months and know individually that you made a wrong decision and you know what doesn't work. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's the best feeling ever. Knowing yourself. Not by somebody else, not somebody telling you don't try that, it doesn't work, or you know what I mean? Saying don't do that, that's stupid, that's absurd.
Yeah.
It's you go experience it for yourself, try it, give your best, fail, and know now, okay, well I see this, what about this? Let me try this. I know for a fact that this doesn't work now, so I'm going to try this now. You do that enough throughout all of your 20s, when everyone's partying, when everyone's, going and having fun, when everyone's trying to enjoy life, when everyone's traveling the world, trying to have fun. You only live once, isn't that the saying?
That's right.
You only live once, so let me go and save up at a job that I obviously don't 100% like, so I can go for a vacation with my friends, go and have fun, create memories, come back to the same thing.
Yeah.
Instead of, let me go and save up money, invest into this.
Right.
See if it works. It fails.
Put it in the machine. Right?
Put it in the machine.
Yeah.
The machine gives me a return? No. Okay. Let me try again, and let me just keep trying.
And talking about investing in assets that pay you back, most people invest in liabilities. They're going ahead and spending active income, buying things that don't produce income. And what they don't realize is, if you take, let's say $200,000, you have $200,000, saved up, you can buy a Lambo, right? But it's going to depreciate, and you're not going to get anything back from that. If you take that 200K, invest in a real estate property, whether it's commercial, residential, whatever it may be, even the stock market, you're going to get paid out, whether it's monthly, quarterly, and that residual income that you're getting can now pay for that Lambo if you want it, right?
Right.
I mean, smarter people would go ahead and just keep reinvesting into the business, but once you get to the point where it pays for itself, go ahead, man. You have that money.
I don't see it as a
you have a
problem,
machine literally printing money out where you can go ahead and then invest in whatever you want.
Essentially, once you make that much money where you can afford to live the lifestyle that you want,
Go
you know what I
for
mean?
it.
There shouldn't be an issue with it. But I feel like when you're young, especially with how social media develops, you want that lifestyle today.
Yeah.
You never see what happens behind the scenes in order to get that. You know what I mean? And that's what makes you feel inclined to go and get the designer clothes and things like that today.
It's all emotional based.
All emotional based. You know what I mean?
Right. Definitely. Emotional based selling is like the art of selling, literally. The way you tap into someone's emotions makes them buy.
Right.
Like I study consumer behavior. What makes somebody hit the purchase button? What makes somebody click on stuff? Like I'll watch my girl shopping and I'm like seeing what she's scrolling past, what she clicks on, and just getting a read on that. But going a step further from that, when you talk to somebody personally, right? Like when I'm selling my social media clients, my services to them, I am literally trying to hit home as hard as I can. I want to relate to them on a personal level to where they, trust me now. And I want to know like their daughter's birthday, right? I want to send their daughter a birthday card, and that's going to build that rapport and show this guy or girl that it means more to me to have a friendship and a connection from a just a personal level rather than just a business to business level. Exactly. Because when you look at it, it's like I might not even be performing that well for that client, which that would never happen, right? But if in case it would, right? Yeah. And the ads aren't going as well as they thought they would go, man, but he's a good guy, like even though it's not the best situation, like we still want to work with him because he's such a good person. He's very flexible. He's more of a friend right?
It's the fact that you are flexible. It's the fact that they believe that they can work with you.
Exactly.
That makes it like, okay, this is definitely an area that we can work on.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You would always rather, and in any sport, in any industry, you would always rather somebody who is able to adjust to a situation rather than somebody who is already a finalized product that cannot be changed. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I mean, going off the emotional thing is, what do you think? When you talk about things like designer clothes or designer, jewelry, luxury stuff, people buy all that based on emotions too. That is what is sold upon.
100%.
I mean, you talk about a white Hanes T-shirt is like $2, right?
Yeah.
But a white Supreme T-shirt is like $100. Why? It's the branding behind it. It's the way that it makes you feel. Right. That material is it's a cotton shirt. There's no difference, right? But that logo means everything,
all
right?
the difference,
exactly. Right? And it's not even like how
literally you go to Target, right?
Right.
They have all of the sports, I don't know, active wear T-shirts that you could possibly get for $10.
Yeah.
You go to Nike Factory. Yeah. $25 for the same T-shirt with a Nike tick, and you're gonna go get it. It's just the branding behind it makes you feel.
It's the way it makes you feel
like a Nike athlete. Like that's what you tell yourself in your head. You know what I mean?
Right. And you look at it from the perspective of a lot of people don't wear it to show off. You wear it because it makes you feel good.
100%.
It's weird psychologically. People want to spend money. People like shopping.
Right.
Right. And the more expensive outfit that you have on, especially when you go out to an event, you feel more important. You feel better by yourself. Right. Even if you're not trying to like show it off, you just feel important. Like when I'm wearing a suit, it doesn't even need to be expensive. Like I don't waste money on clothes.
I honestly believe like it's all tactical.
It is.
I genuinely respect like somebody who like you think about the opportunities that you can get from flying.
Right.
Just flying in a suit, right?
Yeah,
like we mentioned earlier.
Going to the golf course.
Flying in a suit, going to a golf course. In those situations, you want to be best dressed.
Exactly.
Because there's an opportunity, a slim chance that you're going to stumble upon somebody else who is living that lifestyle or that type of person that you want to be in future. You know what I mean? If you're just going shopping, if you're going to Target for the day, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you're going to go and wear the richest outfit to Target for what? You know what I mean? There's no reason. If you're going to a restaurant, an absolute amazing fancy restaurant with the possibility, knowing that there are business people that are at that place, that area.
Yep.
You literally wear the best possible outfit that you can. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna attract attention. That's it. Just
you know what? It's not even the whole. It is the outfit too, but it's like even just the way that your personal appearance, the way you're groomed, the way your manners,
the way you present
saying yes
yourself.
sir, no sir, whatever. You know, just doing things like that. It really opens up a lot of doors for you.
Absolutely.
Breaking through the ice. I mean, when you. Like, you know, we talked about earlier in this podcast, just seeing someone across the room, it's physical attraction first. We don't even need to talk about attraction now. We need to even talk about just wanting to talk to somebody, right? Wanting to do business with somebody.
Right.
Appearance sells a lot of it.
100%. You know, Iman Gaji, actually, I was watching one of his videos and he pretty much mentioned wearing a more, like, prestigious watch. Yeah. Literally, like, it attracts better business.
It does.
Because higher business people, they see that watch and immediately apply more respect.
It sparks interest. You know what I mean? What did he do to get that watch?
Exactly.
You know, it sparks the question of, young man, what do you do for a living? Right?
It works the same way. It literally works the same way. Your physical appearance can do that.
Oh, we know 100%. Exactly. I mean, you know, we know exactly what the appearance does. It opens up doors, like you 100%. Said. And I mean, especially for something like, you know, what we're doing now with YouTube, what you've been doing and what I'm getting into now, we're talking to people that we don't even know.
Yeah, that see you on a daily basis.
You know what I'm saying? So the first thing that they're going to do is
judge what you look like.
Right.
Judge what you look like.
And that's going to determine whether they're interested or not, and to keep going in you know, and watching the video. I mean, there's so many angles and perspectives that you can run on with this, but you know, let's dive into the whole thing of what we're planning to do then with that image. You know, definitely we know what we need to do, but going forward into 2020, you know, being the best people that we can be, what are some of the goals that you're trying to achieve, you know?
The goals, literally my entire year, next year, is simply that. Being able to hone in on my YouTube channel, making the best possible content, being able to upload 2 to 3 videos a week. One where I talk about vegan nutrition and trying to educate people, you know, with research, with research-based evidence, and trying to pretty much have, you know, reasoning in terms of science and like logical reasoning, you know, individual, like physical reasoning, how your body responds to it in terms of how to actually attack the plants, like the plant-based lifestyle as best as possible. And the other way is, you know, another series that I do on my channel is called the Growth Series, where pretty much every single episode we attack different parts of the body and show those sessions that are brutal, serious, you know what I mean? Dirty, you know, the most ugly sessions that actually incur the most growth, because those are the sessions where you are, you know, with a partner or with somebody. It can be 1, 2, but those sessions are where you strictly go to be pushed past your limit. Right. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to do with my channel, and, you know, vlogs here and there, trying to show the entertaining side of, you know, being plant-based, the happy side, the joyful side, because especially with how the internet portrays veganism and the plant, it's terrible. It's vegan activism, don't kill animals. It's all of this negativity that surrounds it. And as we already talked about it earlier, being surrounded by energy, we want positive energy. Right. So I would want to portray the positive energy and the positive side only of, you know, living a plant-based lifestyle. Yeah. And with that, on Instagram, you know, uploading daily workouts on my story, the workouts that I'm doing for myself to grow, the reasoning behind that, the pre and post workout meals, you know, nutrition on a daily basis, being able to show exactly what I'm doing to grow, the process that I'm going through, and being able to show my strength progressions, pretty much documenting exactly what's going on at any given time, so the person who is watching is able to feel like they're watching a movie, if that makes any sense. Put themselves in your shoes. Put themselves in my shoes, and being able to do that for the whole of 2020. You know, making that my lifestyle. That's literally my main goal. So you're getting down to the science and really mastering your craft. 100%. One thing that I love about what he does and where we relate is that we're both trying to change something, right? We're both trying to develop nothing into something. We're trying to be innovative. And what he's trying to do is prove that it is possible to build muscle as a vegan, to be plant-based, right? What I'm 100%. Trying to do is show it is possible to develop a lifestyle, a healthy balance between business and fitness, your health and your wealth, right? And so we're in different industries, but respectively we share the same values, the same mindset. We're doing the same thing, you know? He provides so much value to me, I provide so much value to him, and we just piggyback off of each other.
And 2020, I'm really looking to take that to a new level too. I really want to be the guy
so
that
excited to see it.
breaks through and develops his own industry, and to be the first one to dominate that industry and leave a long-lasting legacy. I want people to say, because of Aleks, I'm now where I want to be. Because of Aleks, I got my body in shape. I got my health in check. Because of Aleks, I'm now able to make an extra, $2,000-$3,000 a month to go on vacation, to quit my day job, whatever that may be, right? Finding that balance, because if you can turn your passion into your job or what you do for a living, you've now freed up the time that you would have spent at a job that you didn't like.
Never work a day in your life, man.
Exactly,
Never
right?
work a day in your life.
I mean, we talk about it. I work out Monday through Saturday, and I try to do work, business work, business-related work Monday through Saturday. But even on Sunday, man, I'm still checking it because I love it. That's what I love.
Exactly.
I'm so emotionally drawn and attached to what I do. And it's such a blessing to be able to produce income with the things that I love.
Really, like a lot of people who say they don't know what their purpose is, or they don't know what direction they want to go in life, it really just comes down to what type of life do you want to live.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It definitely
That's
does.
really the answer behind it. And you have to break it down to its core. You can't say, I want to just be on a yacht. You know what I mean? I want to have females around me 24/7. That's not the life that you're living. You know what I mean? That's kind of like a facade. That's one event. That's partying. If the life that you want to live is partying, there's several ways that you can make money.
Sure.
If you want to make clubs, if you want to make your own nightclub, you know what I mean. If you want to, there's ways. You just break it down to what type of life do you want to live, with the idea, knowing that it's not going to be easy.
I think when I look at a lot of people want success.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want success?
Who
right?
doesn't
Everybody
want
wants
success?
it, but people don't have a defined path on how they're going to get there, what they're going to do to get there.
Right.
And I think so many people, I've given people so many ideas because I turn everything into a business idea, and I'll look at people and I'm like, dude, you can make money doing this.
Right.
And they're like, I don't know,
Right.
whatever. And I'm like, man, you're leaving so much on the table that I can see that that's your passion. I can see that's what lights you up. When you talk about it, you get happy, you get excited, you get emotional about it. Anything can be turned into a business venture. I don't care what it is. Even making a podcast regarding the topic that you like, to then get a niched audience to watch your podcast, put ads on it, and start producing income, and just put out content. And you're talking about what you love to do.
There is literally courses.
Oh, I know.
Like Impact Interviewer, you know what I mean? There are courses on how to run your own podcast.
Yeah, and get paid. Yeah.
Like courses teaching
talking
people
about what
to
you
do
love to do. Not even doing it, even just talking about it.
Just talking about it.
It's just one phase of it, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what we're doing right here, you know?
Right, exactly.
I mean, it's crazy. There's so many ways to get in touch with your passion, what you want to do in life. And I mean, please, if you're stuck on something, you can always reach out to us. I mean, we're definitely
100%.
people who are very motivated into helping other people, and that's what this is all about. My whole BizFit theory is not about creating a great life for myself. It is about creating a great life for myself, in a sense, because that's what I need to do right now. It's what I'm in the process of creating, that life for me and the people around me, the people who love me and support me. Going on from there, once that is accomplished and achieved, I want to impact millions of people, billions of people everywhere. And like I said, to be able to say, because of him, it's possible. You know what I mean? Because Aleks did it, I now believe that I can do it. And it doesn't need to be the same field. It can be in anything. And that's what I'm going for. Man, I know that's what you're going for. 100%. So 2020 is going to be a fantastic year for us. I can already see it, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Just with how much we want to do. I want to be filming like one of these podcasts at least once a week. Not even with a guest, just my own personal self doing it. I think that you and I have a lot of value and things that we've done so far, the things that we've learned, that we have a lot of value that we can provide to a lot of people. Definitely, like you trying to dig into the science of really understanding the core of what it means to be
being a master of your craft. That's really what it means, man.
Exactly. And so I'm looking to really take that to another level in 2020 and expand on it and really, really grow and leave an impact on a lot of people. So
you will, man. I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited too, man. I'm excited to do this again in a year and see that where we're at now.
In Bali. In Bali. I'm calling it in Bali.
Hey, we talked a year ago.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to say the details on camera, but the amount of growth that we've both experienced.
A lot, man.
Since the first time that we ever talked. I know. To be here right now.
Right.
To be where we've been. I mean, 2019
I think
was
it's
a blessing.
Crazy. It's crazier because I can see the growth that you've made more than you can see it in yourself.
And I can see
you can see, vice versa. It's absolutely insane. Yeah.
The relationships that I've made this year with, so many people networking and just surrounding myself with good people, and then being able to do things like this, coming out here to Atlanta with you.
I know.
Just to do
literally
this,
from the
it's
opposite sides of the world.
Yeah.
Like, how is that possible? You know
It's
what I mean?
unbelievable. It really is. And there's no excuse why anybody else can't do it. There's no excuse why you can't do it, why you can't follow your passion, do what you love to do, and create an income around it. The smaller the niche, actually, the better.
The
because
better, man.
those people are going to be extremely emotionally drawn to you. There's a theory called the 1,000 fans theory.
Yeah.
If you have 1,000 people who love and subscribe to everything that you do, you'll never have to work another day in your life. Because anytime you sell, let's say, an info product, they're going to buy it. You sell merch, they're going to buy it. You sell anything, they are going to buy it because they believe in you, they trust you, and they look at you as inspiration, as motivation. I know a lot of people who have helped me out where I will be a lifetime customer to those people because of the way that they touch me, hitting those emotions down deep.
That emotions, back to what you were talking about earlier.
You tie in emotional, I don't want to say selling because selling is not every industry, but you tie in hitting people emotionally with when you're talking to them,
emotional value.
with appearance, looking the part, being the best that you can be in those regards, you can do anything. There's nothing that can stop you. And if you believe in yourself and you can create the vision, there's nothing stopping you.
100%. I totally agree, man.
Well, it was a great 2019 and going on to a better 2020, man.
It's going to be awesome, man.
This was awesome having you on here. I really appreciate it, man. For the hospitality, he's been taking care of me. I got to fly out tomorrow.
Have to with that damn suit, man.
I got to put the suit back on, man. You never know. Hey, going on the way home, I might just get the biggest client of my life sitting next to me on the plane. You never know. You really never know.
Insert his outfit now.
Yeah, we're getting ready, man. It's going to be an amazing year.
Yeah.
And like I said, hopefully next year this time when we're doing this again, it will be
hopefully, man,
exponential. We will have grown exponential. So hopefully you guys who are watching this, hopefully this inspired you to go ahead and chase your dreams, do what you want to do, and hopefully if you have any crazy ideas or you think the same way, reach out to me, reach out to Atem. We would love to do this with you guys. I would love to have you on my podcast and just go back and forth. Because I think spitting ideas back and forth like you and I did. We stayed up till 4:30 last night going back and forth. You never know what could come out of there, what could come out of a conversation.
Literally, man.
And we're getting ready for a big year. Don't start January 1st. Start right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Now's the time.
Like literally right now. Like right now.
Thanks for tuning in. It's been an awesome day today. Given all the little malfunctions that we went through, we still got this thing
hustle,
done.
Man. Hustle,
Definition of a hustle today.
Hustle, yeah.
Seriously. So appreciate you guys if you made it this far. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and we'll have more to come. We out.